All right, so this is my diagnosis presentation. All right, so the diagnosis that I created is called superhero syndrome. So, what is superhero syndrome? It is the belief of holding heroic traits and the possession of superhuman powers. Some causes and correlations for superhero syndrome are parental inconsistency, relationship relationship losses, exposure to toxins or radioactive materials, and watching too many supernatural movies. Parental inconsistencies and relationship losses can kind of go hand in hand due to the fact that if there is inconsistency in the household, then it can cause a loss of relationship between the child and the parent or parents. We also know that with parental inconsistency can come along conduct, behaviors, um, the creation of imaginary friends, anything like that, just things to cope with that loss. Um, Exposure to toxins or radioactive material, toxins and radioactive materials um, do damage the brain, and watching too many supernatural movies, especially late at night, I know can affect our dreams, and sometimes our dreams just feel way too real. Some cultural considerations to consider here with superhero syndrome, there's two: past trauma and fear of the unknown. We've learned that with traumatic experiences, people can create this different scenario in their head and this different lifestyle, and they can wake up and just be a completely different person or believe things to help cope with their own trauma. And I put fear of the unknown because as a superhero, you are there to save the day and you want to help people, and that is what you're there to do, is to help people. So, yeah. There are 4 symptoms, and in order for this diagnosis to be diagnosable, they must show 3 of the 4 symptoms within a 6-week period. Um, the first symptom is having a belief that you have supernatural powers. That could be like waking up one day thinking you can shoot water out of your hands. And you might believe that you can do it and you may be able to see it, but the other people will not be able to see you performing these supernatural acts. The second one is believing your spider bite is transforming you. No, we are not Spider Man or Spider Woman. Just because you got bit by a spider does not mean you are supernatural. The third one is believing your inventions are better than they are. So that means that I can go out, build a robot, and I can believe that it's going to take over the world. And in reality, my robot can't even power on. And the last one is possessing a hero complex. So that means that you are there to save the day. No one else can save the day. You are the person who can help. And it's not like a God complex, but it's very much just I am the person who is here to help and save you. Some treatments for superhero syndrome are cognitive behavioral therapy and the extinction of watching supernatural movies. Like I said earlier, most of us watch movies late at night. We wake up the next morning and we believe that things are happening, or we dream that these things are happening. We wake up and we believe that our dreams are real. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help the client, be able to talk about what is going on and be able to figure out how to work around and work with this disorder. Most of the people who will be diagnosed with superhero syndrome will not seek treatment because they will fear that they will not be believed about being a superhero and may become institutionalized. The disorder is comorbid with three disorders: obsessive compulsive disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and histrionic personality disorder. If they have obsessive compulsive disorder, their obsession can be saving people, and their compulsion could be going in to save the day. And that is all I have for my presentation.